Welcome to the channel. I have to be honest with you, when I read this news, it really made my eyes pop. It's just not common in the Linux world to find a technical innovation that promises, no, this time it seriously promises, a performance boost that everyone will actually feel, not just the hardcore geeks who read kernel logs for fun. Usually, kernel improvements are incremental, small tweaks here and there, optimizations you might only notice after 6 months of heavy use, or in really specific situations. But this time, we're talking about a real revolution, something that could genuinely change how your system feels. The news is all about the so-called swap table, a new series of 27 patches for the Linux kernel proposed by Kerui Song from Tencent. And it's not one of those invisible patches that just sits under the hood. This is a complete rethink of how swap space is managed, the part of your disk used when your RAM runs out. For those who don't know, swap has always been a kind of necessary evil in Linux systems. Slow, inefficient, and often the cause of those maddening slowdowns that drive everyone crazy. But with this new implementation, everything changes. The patches introduce a much more efficient mechanism for managing swap space, with dynamic allocation and growth that really optimize virtual memory usage. The initial tests speak for themselves. We're looking at performance improvements in swap of between 20% and 30%, whether you're dealing with sequential or heavy workloads, on standard 4K pages, and also on so-called MTHP, meaning transparent huge pages. And trust me, that's the kind of difference you can actually feel, especially on machines under stress, busy servers, or even basic desktops with limited RAM. Just think about it for a second. A kernel change that overnight can make your system noticeably more responsive right when you need it most, when your memory is running low. We're not talking about shaving off a microsecond in some obscure benchmark, but about a real, tangible sense of speed and smoothness for everyone, from home users to sysadmins managing hundreds of machines. And there's more. This update also cleans up and modernizes a historical piece of kernel code, solving structural problems that have been with us for years. So, it's not just a patch, it's a real leap forward, the kind you only see once in a while in the history of free software. So yes, in my opinion, this isn't just important news, it's the kind you frame and hang on the wall. Finally, something that won't just show up in the numbers, but that we'll actually feel every single time the system starts swapping. Thanks for watching.